Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at some common misses this week at DTL. Today specifically, we're going to look at the forehand side and that miss that goes in the net all too often. Three big reasons for that. The first would be the amount of drop that occurs in your stroke before swinging to the ball. All right, I think if you have studied the modern forehand at all, you know that we're most likely looking at a really nice big unit turn, probably a pretty high position in the loop, trying to create, a long sweeping stroke. And where some players start dumping that forehand in the net, even when looking like this at the start of the stroke, is that racket starts to drop down and doesn't just get low enough. A lot of players might get tight, a little nervous, might rush the swing, whatever you might have, and if that loop doesn't come down below the height of the tennis ball, we're swinging into it, there's a really good chance you are likely taking a lot of swings in over the top of the tennis ball. Very tough to get it up over the net at that point. So the fix there, stay relaxed, complete the loop. Let that arm get down to a position where on a standard bouncing forehand, you're under the height of that bounce by a good foot or so, so you're working up into contact, and that's obviously going to create nice net clearance for you, okay? The second reason that I see that forehand miss in the net has a lot to do with mistiming the stroke, and I have been prone to this. When I get a little jacked up, I'm ready to really pounce on the ball. Likely I'm loaded up really well, and the thought of hitting the ball bigger, I just mistime, the start of that kinetic chain. I'm obviously looking to create force from the ground up, but if I start that process a little bit too soon, even if that arm was down early, if I drive up into this position and it's not quite time to hit the ball, this is going to continue to rise. It's going to get me above the height of contact again and create a swing or create contact that has the racket facing down into the net. All right, so that's something to be aware of, just especially when you're looking to create kind of that max effect forehand. Be patient in your load position. All right, you're still going to hit the ball huge. If you really sink down and you're ready to drive up from the ground up, be patient there until you really see the ball in picture off the bounce so that you're still coming from below the ball slightly, all right? And then the third reason we'd probably see that forehand drop into the net is everything to do with target. And this is, as a tennis coach, it's really easy to ask any of my players, hey, where'd you aim on that forehand? Couple of the answers I get commonly. Oh, I wasn't aiming. Well, I see the top of the net, so I'm just trying to get it over the top of the net. Obviously, those two answers lend to missing the ball in the net. Either no target, where you're just swinging at the ball, it's just, there's something in our way of the other side of the court. That ball's going to go in the net a lot. Or only thinking that you need to clear the top of the tape. We're not perfect out here, so you're going to, miss some of those shots into the net. So in my book, if target is something that is on your mind a good majority of the time that you're hitting forehands and you're still netting too many forehands for your liking, bump the height of your aim point to about double the height of the net. It's a really simple way. If you can picture a second net on top of the one that's already there, and you try to clear that one, you might not end up hitting it that high, but it's giving you enough margin that you'll see way less forehands drop down, because ultimately, I'll be honest, I prefer a player, if we're going to miss, that misses long versus in the net. Long allows the ball a chance to drop in. Net, we have no chance. So it's always great to work on getting that racket head to drop, staying patient in that load position so that we ensure we're coming from below the ball, and then having a target that's really clearly higher than the net by a good amount to take what I think is the worst of two misses out of play as often as possible. All right, and that's all I got for you guys today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.